Friends, well-wishers, colleagues, good evening. Earlier this week, I wrote to the Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Minister asking for the Jamaican government's support for our campaign to have the United Nations appoint a special representative to the Secretary General for the safety of journalists. The PAJ is going to continue to support that campaign, and I'm inviting you to join us. Write similar letters, tweet the Jamaican government ministers, and keep the dialogue going. We're hopeful for a positive outcome because the PS in the ministry wrote me back yesterday evening to say it is an issue they take seriously, and they will be consulting with the permanent representative to the UN before getting back to us. Now, that is a campaign that was launched about 18 months ago by Reporters Without Borders, the international press freedom group. That against the background of the fact that over the past decade, nearly 800 media workers across the world have been murdered just while doing their jobs. Many of those murders have taken place with impunity. No one held accountable, no one punished. Other media workers are imprisoned and attacked daily. Now, this isn't something we live here with here in Jamaica, so it's easy to get complacent. We don't expect to wake up and hear that a radio presenter was shot dead on air during a live broadcast, obviously, and that is something that happened just earlier this month in Peru. We don't expect to hear that an editor has essentially had to go into exile because of reporting on allegations that a senior government official was involved in a criminal enterprise. That is happening now in Bolivia. So it's tempting to think that in Jamaica we don't need a press freedom organization like the PAJ. I get that, I really do. But the thing is, even though the threats in Jamaica may not be as overt, as violent, as in your face, that doesn't mean we don't still have to be on the lookout. They're more insidious here. They take the form, for instance, of legislative clauses which come to Parliament, not properly scrutinized, which affect freedom of expression. They take the form, for instance, of a proposal which some government officials right here in Jamaica had made that cyber defamation be criminalized. And let me just point out that just a few months ago, right here in the Caribbean, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, in fact, passed such a law, which has attracted condemnation by press freedom organizations all around the world. The threat lies in the obstacles put in the way of media workers and the public trying to get information lawfully under the Access to Information Act. So when we ask people to join the PAJ, you often get the question, what can the PAJ do for me? So here's the thing. I'm not here to say to you, we're trying to expand training opportunities for members, even though we are. I'm not here to say to you that we're trying to provide more benefits for members, even though we are. What I'm asking you to understand is that when the PAJ condemns threats against media workers, we don't ask if that person is a member. When we're working, as we are now, to develop a plan to try to track how the Access to Information Act works, so we can lobby the government for a better system, that's something that benefits all media workers and all of Jamaica. When we lobby for more press briefings by government ministers, that's about all journalists having more access and by extension, a more informed citizenry and a stronger democracy. So what I'm really asking you to is understand the overarching importance of and the need for the Press Association of Jamaica, which is over 70 years old and still going. And we ask for your support. Join, participate. To steal a phrase from the US presidential election, we're stronger together, even though that never worked out so well for Hillary. But I still like the phrase.